Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We been stacking Marvin since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
Welcome one and all. We weren't as live as we normally are, as early as we were actually, because my missus was here. So we had to wait just a little smidging longer until we could come live. But we are now officially live and coming at you once again, like Cleopatra, in a very strange day. I did not think I would be doing a live stream talking about how Bitcoin's just dumped $1,000 in the last hour, but still is up over 1.5%. Pretty crazy if you ask me. We'll get into the latest news. We'll get into the latest hoax and all that kind of crazy stuff, as you would expect right here on the channel. We'll break down some key things you need to be aware of. Obviously, I want to talk a little bit about the old Trumperino family and what does that mean when it comes to a cryptocurrency, because we do need to absolutely talk about that because it's some pretty interesting stuff. But it is obviously a very interesting day, in particular if you're talking Jerome Powell, you're talking about crypto, you're talking about the expectations around lots of stuff coming out from the White House that we kind of just didn't really get. So we'll sort of try and break some of that down and sort of give you some updates as to what the hell is going on so that you guys are obviously best placed to be. Obviously, if you can, do me a quick favor, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high if you're on YouTube and obviously on the fam here on TikTok as well. Thank you so much, as always, to appreciate you guys tuning in. So we'll say hello to a few people. Then we're going to get directly into it. If you do have any thoughts, questions, concerns, queries, or anything else, drop them in the chat. I'm definitely going to try and answer them. And if you haven't already got your cup of tea, then you're missing out, in my opinion. Right. Let's say hello to a couple of people. Tim's here. 37's here as well. Craig's here. Welcome to you guys. Blazer X in the house. Vincent, Curtis. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Tomato Pete's here, as well as Chipper, RPM, Swamp, the Flip Flop. What's going on, pal? Appreciate you being here. As always, Mr. Tomato Pete, always good to have you here. Mr. Holmes is in the building. Michael says, yo, peeps, how's it going? Yeah, it's all good, man. Appreciate you being here. And then, obviously, TikTok's lighting up right now. Christian, thanking you. Ollie, welcome to you. GTR in the building. Moe M6 says, I'm Revenue. I'm Mike. Pleased to meet you, aka Mr. 2-Bit Crypto. Welcome to you. Which is good news. JJ, what's going on, buddy? I did see you come in right at the very start. Welcome to you as always. Appreciate you. Larry's here, as well as Brandon Price. B Window Clean. Welcome. This is a channel for you, my friend. Bits Plays in the building. The moderators in the crew. Welcome to you guys. Well, we appreciate you. Yeah, let's start by taking a quick look at what's going on in the old Bitcoin chart. Now, I am not an expert, all right? Bits Plays dropping those 10 hearts. I appreciate that, my man. I'm not a super expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to be any kind of financial advisor or economic analyst. However, I have common sense and I have an understanding of where markets are going to go. This is my third bull market. I've been around since 2017. I kind of get a bit of a vibe of what's going on in the market. Some of you may say that that's crazy. I accept that. Not everybody, unfortunately, could win in this space. Sometimes some people have to use. But what's interesting here is we drew this channel on the Bitcoin price ranging from around 116.5 all the way up, sort of top end, 119.7 is what we said. Breakout with confirmational support is a good news. Well, guess what? We wicked pretty much perfectly down to the lower range, and we wicked pretty much to the upper range, and we've sort of messed around in between. So that tells me a couple of key things. I'm going to break down some absolute alpha that you guys need to know, and more importantly, what is going on in the market. Why didn't Bitcoin break out? Why didn't we break above 120? Lots of stuff going on that I think people need to be aware of. And obviously when we get into it. So when you take the daily chart, by the way, it is even more interesting. And TikTok, I am going to show you guys. It's always good to kind of show you guys what's going on. Keep you guys fresh and on it. So look at this. I was talking about this yesterday. So you can see exactly this kind of range that we've been wicking in as we've been channeling across here. This is good news, by the way. Consolidation on the Bitcoin price is not a bad thing. Holding up around this range. Anything below this 116.5 is a little bit uneasy. Anything over the top, break with volume support above this 14-year yellow line, then we, in my opinion, are certainly going to see some more extreme volatility in the market, which not necessarily a bad thing, by the way. So Bitcoin, in my opinion, is doing exactly what we thought it would do, ranging between one thing to note, by the way, and I do think it's important before we get sort of too deep into tonight's live stream, is BlackRock, for whatever reason, didn't buy any Bitcoin today. Now, we know that previously there have been times when BlackRock have kind of gone, we're just going to chill out. We're just going to kind of not buy anything. Well, today feels similar to that. Now, what happens is, though, when they come back in and buy loads of Bitcoin, they buy it like lunatics. So what it does tell us today, though, with some of this volatility in the market, is that we've absolutely seen there is capital on the sides, in my opinion, waiting to come flooding into this market. And I think it's very obvious as that has all sort of played out. So worth noting, if you ask me, and certainly worth being very much dialed into what's going on in this market. If you're not, then you unfortunately will get punished. And I think that's why we have to be very switched on, very clued up, and absolutely dialed in. Now, I did actually invest in a meme coin before I came live, and I don't know how it's getting on, and I was hoping I might be able to see it. And it is, oh, it's there. Oh, I saw it there. Oh, that's not how it is. Hold on a minute. It's doing terribly. Oh, great news. I bought it at like 900k and it's currently at 300k. So I'm super pleased about that. That feels, I mean, I am thrilled to bits with this play. That is definitely not a good play. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. So again, worth noting here that BlackRock not buying any crypto. Very interesting today. However, by the way, if you look at Ethereum inflows, I'm not saying BlackRock went and bought loads of Ethereum, but actually they bought whopping great loads of Ethereum yesterday. In fact, they bought over 14,000, about $59 million was in Grayscale, $100 million in BlackRock. That wasn't the biggest one, by the way, Fidelity being the biggest player there that we saw through. But certainly, I think very optimistic as to where some of these. However, institutional flows, a little bit slower. So yeah, hey Chipper, thanks for the $5 donation. Says getting it started. Yeah, rip Ozzy Osbourne, by the way. Unfortunately, he sadly passed away, which is kind of crazy. He was only playing a gig, wasn't he, a couple of weeks ago? But I'm not a massive, like, huge Black Sabbath fan. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna pretend I am just for the sake of a live stream. I like some of it, but I'm not a super crazy like. I accept his place in the market for music. I accept what he did, but yeah, I'm not like a crazy super fan. Craig, thank you so much for the £2 donation. Says RIP Ozzy. Yeah, again, shout out to Ozzy and a true legend in the space. Gone music space. That is not crypto space. I don't think he was invested in meme coins, but yeah, it's a sad day. However, like I said, I'm not super crazy on all of his music, so doesn't affect me as much. But don't hate me for it. All right, Kenny Loggins maybe. Anyway, I'm missing loads of chat comments on here. I like the true facts of your buys. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Juicy, your thoughts on Quant? Larry, I think we talked about this last night. Like it, it'll be a grinder coin. I don't think it's going to do anything crazy. Just my opinion. Any ETH updates? Nothing too crazy. Actually down quite significantly against Bitcoin as people take profits. We're definitely seeing that. ETH still holding 3671. The key zone of 4,000. We didn't quite get to it, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be more. ETH, I have my retirement on this 25 years time, man. I reckon that's super long term, but yeah, hopefully you won't need that long. One day and you're one. Yeah, exactly. Do you have a Discord channel? Yes, but I don't really use it, if I'm honest. I'm thinking of doing something different, setting up a new website, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, but time is unfortunately not on my side at the minute. I don't have enough time to do anything. So, but yeah, just be here, basically. I'm here 6 days a week, bringing all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency content, news, reviews, technical analysis, new projects, and everything you could ever imagine. 6 days a week I'm here. Also, I upload content every single day, so make sure you follow me. Right, no Discord is a disgrace. No, we have a Discord. I just said I don't really use it. I go in there every Sunday. Every Sunday and speak to you guys. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of eating bats. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, good news. Zebek is up again. Yeah, Zebek and the wider market. It's actually having a good news. Bonke's in the house. What's going on, Bonke? Man, you guys are crushing the likes already. We're nearly at 4,500, which is great news. So, like we said, Bitcoin ranging between this. I'm cool with it. I'd like to see BTC push a little bit further, but look, it's fine. 165. We'll take that as an uptrend. I'm cool with that as well. Also, XRP versus ETH actually moved, which tells you Ethereum definitely took a bit of a hit today. Solana broke back above 200. That's good news, showing a bit of a desire in some altcoins. The rest of the altcoin market, though, took a bit of a hit today. Casper down 4.5. Things like Ondo down 2. Brett down 3. Bonk still grinding away with that massive move. $1 million of buybacks every day on Bonk is crazy. Jupe was up a little bit. The wider market is uncomfortable at the minute. Lots of kind of, crazy stuff going on. People predicting that, or certainly announcing like lunatics, oh, Jerome Powell's quit. And you're like, have you seen the document? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Anyway, we see a little bit of people going back into stable in kind of not a crazy way, but worth noting, by the way, the S&P 500 down today, as well as the NASDAQ, driven, I think, by General Motors. I don't know if you guys saw this. General Motors announcing their profits, and they were hit. Tariffs have kind of come back with a little bit of a vengeance. Now, Scott Bessent is in Stockholm, I want to say, renegotiating with China. 12th of August, that one goes, and departs with 1st of August. People are a little bit uneasy with what's going on with the markets, but look, certainly right now, looks like Bitcoin's on a little bit of a push arena, so keep close to that. I thought this was worthwhile just touching on dead quick, just to give you a bit of a flavor, a bit of a vibe as to exactly what's going on, and I guess try and just let you understand where you are in the markets. It's important, right? Because so many people will get wrecked in this market. So many people are going to lose money. The game here is to try not to do it. So CJ Powers in the house. What's going on? Shaman! Holy shit! I didn't even know you were still about. Shaman's in the building, everybody. Shaman, do you still live stream, or have you sacked it all off like everyone else? Good to see you though, buddy. Welcome. Bitcoin's in the house. What's going on? Laura Babs here as well. Don't forget, everybody, smash up that like button to a brand new all-time high. Also, if you're here on TikTok, make sure you tap on that screen. Yeah, never leverage. I don't think leverage is a good idea, personally. I think if you're good at it, crack on. If you're not, don't. Especially if you're brand new to it. Definitely don't do it. I wonder why it doesn't come up on my feed anymore, Shaman. I'll try and tune in and see you guys this Friday. So I thought this was worthwhile bringing up, by the way. Only 5.4% of all 21 million Bitcoin remains to be mined. Think about that. So not only are we in my opinion, by the way, just my humble opinion, one of the craziest bull markets I think we're going to see for a long time. Shut up, cheese. I don't even care. I don't even care. Tim's been trying to bait me to look at SHX all day. I don't care. I don't care. Up it's under zero. What I think is important to reference here is actually just how much Bitcoin is out in circulation. Therefore, as the years and the days and the weeks go by, the argument here is that less and less and less and less and less are available to be found, to be mined, to be created, right? And actually, when you look at where we are right now, there is only 6.25% of the entire Bitcoin supply. If you take 21 million, by the way, which we already know that's not true, you might as well take it at 19 million. So we're actually probably under 6% left. You then look at what does that look like? 3%. We go to 1.56 Bitcoin in 2028. If you're already starting to plan what that bull market looks like, Jesus, it could be pretty epic. Make sure you're following this channel and subscribe. You're dialed in because it's about to get wild. But imagine then, 2032, I think I'll still be here on YouTube. I'll be like, all right, guys, I missed out in 2024. Should have sold at the top. I'm in 2025. Anyway, my point anyway. But this gives us an idea of where we are. By the way, we've only actually had 4 halvings. And this actually, the last halving of the last 0.098% is going to come in 2048. That takes us to 100%. However, we already know there's a couple. So that just should give you some little insights as to where the market's going to go. And equally, what the opportunity is, in my opinion. Elegant says, rally up or expected a small pullback. Well, I mean, look, we had a little bit of a pullback today down to 116. Bitcoin rallying 119.6. Again, if it's ranging between those two lines we talked about, you could probably be a bit tasty with this if you really wanted to. But again, ranging with this is fine, by the way. Ranging at this upper 118, 119 is good news, if you ask me, because that means our next move up certainly starts to predict maybe 125, 126k BTC, which is, again, as we speak, good news. Obviously, we have some pretty interesting news from ARC21. Kathy Wood, they've been buying some Bitcoin today. Looking super crazy in some of the price targets you can see there on the screen. And remember, it's not financial advice on this channel. I'm only bringing you the news and reviews of certainly what people think. But ARC21, Kathy Wood predicts a 2030 Bitcoin of 2.4 million. Jesus Christ. That is a pretty big number. Base case 1.2 and a bear case of 500k. Remember, this is not a way to invest at all, but it's certainly interesting to see where some of these big financial companies think we are going to go. Where do you like ETH will dip to? I got 5k to put in. Man, I mean, I would just be DCAing in when you can. Right now, would I be going into ETH? No. I mean, it's had a little pullback. I could see it dropping maybe down to about 3,500. I don't think that would be unusual. Back into this range we've talked about. That wouldn't be unusual. Again, you got to think, what are the macro factors? Is the market going to pull back? Obviously, what are those kind of things to think about? And we saw a little bit today. So think what I would do, if it was me investing 5,000, you'd just do it in 1,000 hits or 500 hits. That way you get opportunities to either go up or go down. But your money, not financial advice, do your thing. But that's where I would certainly be. Flare, haven't looked at Flare for a while. However, staking, I think, looks pretty cool over there. And yeah, bullish in terms of its links to XRP. And then also, Jensen says, what do you think on XRP? Yeah, I'm super bullish on XRP. I think it's going to do very well this cycle. Lots of good news coming for XRP. If you haven't seen my content on YouTube or here, you definitely should be. Next 4-year cycle will left, translate, and top in 2070. Think, yeah, Mike, shall I start doing my thing? To anybody talking about S? Yeah, just mute them all, Craig. Nelson says, I'm going to get shoulder replacements. I've been hanging around watching you for months off duty. Nelson, let's get it, baby. You know where I am. I'm down for that. Sham says, we're shadow banned. YouTube even sent us an email to let us know. Really? Holy smokes, that's wild. That is wild. Got into ARK 4 years ago. Nice, Kevich. I like that. Elegant thoughts on Litecoin. Man, you don't really want to know my thoughts on Litecoin. They're not good, to be honest. AVAX, Rebel. I'm super bullish on AVAX. One of my top picks for this bull market cycle. And I still think, by the way, as much as people are fading AVAX, I'm holding strong, and I think it's going to do very, very well. So, yeah, right, let's continue on. Interesting enough, today we got Coinvo, which is the Mexican real estate giant, announcing they're going to be investing $1 billion in Bitcoin. Do you see what's happening yet, people? Come on. Lots of good news coming in. And then look, BTC growth since cycle lows. Again, this is where all the fear mongering comes in. These are the sort of people that told you Jerome Powell quit today. They tell you that that Bitcoin's in this bull market cycle has only got 100 days left. Oh no, that's 3 months. I mean, technically it takes us to October, so it's not far away from my prediction. But the world result in a top occurring in October this year. Do you think it's the most likely scenario, or is this time different? That's what you've got to make up your decision. But it's certainly playing out, and history does normally repeat itself. It might not always be the same, but it certainly does offer a similarity, and we could absolutely see that. Maybe we see that move to the upside. CryptoCon, though, he doesn't care. Cycle top phase 4 on the stochastic RSI phase is inbound, but not complete. The data structure still remains at 2015-27 cycle, and to think just a few months ago, people were calling for a cycle to be over Bitcoin. And finally, the altcoin markets are picking up. This is good news. And I think don't matter where you look, if you're looking at reputable sources, even if you're looking at technicals, you get into a place where you're like, okay, this kind of feels all right. Which is good news. Some not so good news if they want peeps to borrow against BTC. That's true. ADA, Kiros. Man, I've talked about ADA loads. They need to get stablecoin on there. They need to get a big booming stablecoin market, and they don't at the minute. It's about 25 million. It's rubbish. The Clarity Act don't go through till September. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some things that have to be worked through on it, but the fact of the matter is getting signed into law, and it's the first time we've seen anything like that, which is good news. If you ask me, Tomato makes a good point. Tomato says you should ban yourself, Craig, owning sand. I actually heard someone talk about Sandbox yesterday. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Alex Becker or Alex Brook, whatever he's called, Alex Becker. And he was like, and Sandbox was a $6 billion company. How? How the hell was Sandbox a $6 billion company? And I just thought to myself, let's get it, Craig. Let's get it. Craig's going to shock us all, though, when Sandbox rallies to about a $50 billion company this cycle. Anyway, even Kevich is laughing. Stardog, look at the real picture, not the fact that it's run around because it's too easy to push and people pushing it down. Don't have a clue. Good. Eric Trump's World Liberty Finance launched in September. Well, Eric Trump's been up to all sorts. He is getting himself on boards of things and buying into crazy coins that certainly could start to make some big moves in the market. And that's the top story we're going to talk about in just a minute. Just FYI, by the way, Bitcoin now looks like it's rallying for another test at 120. Hopefully we see a nice break with some volume. That would be good news. But let's get into the story of the stream, okay? Big news. Trump Jr. has backed Thumbs Up Media and gets board approval for a $250 million treasury in BTC, XRP, and Dogecoin. That's right. Getting to Roblox 2 years ago as well. I've never played Roblox ever, and I don't intend on. But yeah, Donald Trump Jr. is officially now on the board of Thumbs Up, and they are now investing heavily into both Bitcoin, XRP, and Doge. It's actually something I was talking about on my one of my XRP update videos, which I personally think, by the way, we are going to see an XRP treasury company. I think you're going to see the Ethereum ones really skyrocket. And then I think we're going to start to see things like Solana and XRP. We already know there is a small Solana ETF with staking that no one's heard about, and it's already raised over $100 million in asset under management. That's a crazy number. I can't remember what it's called, like Red Farm or something like that. I can't remember, but it's let me find it. But it's crazy, right? No one's heard of it. It's launched the first ever Solana ETF, and it's now going crazy, and it's literally booming with a huge amount of capital, and it's a super unknown one as well, which is kind of crazy. So Fidelity, BlackRock, all of those people not in it yet. This thing has already broke $100 million in investment. That is a crazy number, and I think certainly people are going to start to see this move big time, right? And I'm super bullish on Solana. I love it. I love the fact so many people, SSK, that's it. SSK is the first US listed spot Solana ETF, and it's already raised over $100 million in little over, get this, 12 days. It's Rex shares, REX, Osprey Solana staking ETF, across $100 million in asset under management, just 12 trading days. Think about that. It's fucking insane. 12 trading days, Solana ETF, $100 million. What do you think it's going to do when like Fidelity with like $15 billion sits on $15 trillion, BlackRock with $19 trillion go, oh, let's just go and buy like, I don't know, $50 billion worth of Solana. Like, get ready for it. It's going to be absolutely insane. And I actually think we're going to see this come into XRP. And this is where my opinion, it's a controversial opinion, and I get it. And I know some people are going to go, Tuba, you're full of shit. I understand, right? This is where I think you could start to see a move on the escrow from Ripple, and you may start to see the depletion of that escrow as big companies like BlackRock, Fidelity, all of those go, hey, we want to buy $20 billion worth of XRP, but we don't want it to be done on the open market. There isn't enough sticking in exchanges. All of a sudden, Ripple go, oh, well, we've actually got 70% of the supply in the escrow. Do you want to buy like 15% of it? It's going to cost you like $20 billion. And they're like, yeah, send it. Yeah, why not? And then Bank of America go, yeah, are we all right to grab a couple of billy as well? Like, you know, like some like proper degenerate meme coin. So I think this is where you start to get to it. Again, people may call me crazy. I accept that. But I haven't been wrong yet. And I don't think we've been wrong yet as a channel. So keep your eyes peeled on it for sure. Crypto Princess in the building. What's going on? I caught the back end of your live stream today. Apologies. I was kind of super busy, but I did manage to catch just the last of it. So keep going. Good work. Those views are getting bigger and better, which is great news. Holmes, I did a bit of homework as well, but I bought it cheap enough. I finally seen a bit of profit. Let's go. You talk about sand still, you crazy man. Got some alpha. Bonk is going to rocket up because I just rotated all my bonk into Pepe. Robert Nova, no! No, Robert Nova, why did you do that? I was actually thinking of going the other way and rotating my entire Pepe back into Bonk. Bonk's got $1 million worth of revenue every single day. It's buying back on the chart. It's crazy. Like, Bonk, I think, is going to be a monster this cycle. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I also think Pepe is going to do very well. But anyway, watch out for this. By the way, Thumbs Up is a NASDAQ listed company, which is kind of crazy as well. Peter, damn, I'm fully in altcoins, bro. So am I. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Solana is going to go to $8,000 to $1,000, and I think XRP can do 20. Man, 20 would be super bullish. I'd be down for that. 800, I'd be inclined to get somewhere near that. Not financial advice, just a view. I believe Friday or by Friday we see a huge move. Do you think? Could be. If BTC going, well, it's kind of ranging. Peter, remember, we got a ton of time left. It's not like super crazy. Like, oh my God, I need to put everything in and everything out. It's absolutely fine. What do you think we'll see BT summoners go to below 60? When? You need a bit longer yet. There's too much aggressiveness buying Bitcoin. You need a bit of retail to come in, my opinion. I think we'll keep the escrow to stabilize price and they can earn off it. I mean, you say they can earn off it. Once you've got huge volume running through XRPL, don't forget they've got automated market makers over there and rev share fee production. They won't need to. As long as you can get like a couple of $1 billion going through XRPL, they won't need the escrow. Is my view, by the way. I might be wrong. Just my view. Keep tapping that like button, everybody. Keep smashing in the likes. Obviously, we're only at 36 likes on YouTube, nearly 100 people. You guys, come on. And then the TikTok fam, we got like 26 people in here. So keep tapping the screen. Let's lock in 10,000 likes. More likes, more people. Massively helps out. All right, let's get it. Which I'm down for. So, good stuff. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me just answer that. Quant, I talked about that earlier on. I bought everything at all-time high. Now I'm down a lot. Manny, why did you do that? Manny, you need to be following this channel. No, that's not the way to do it. It's fine. I mean, I don't know what you've bought, so I can't give you a full, like, oh, I think it's going to be okay. But I personally believe the market's going higher. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. Could go to 0 tomorrow, but that's my opinion. When you're done, give me a voice note on X when you're free. Okay, man. Yeah, I've got a couple of calls I've got to make afterwards. I've got a pretty hectic night, actually, but I'll try. I will try, my man. Right, I did send you a message on there, by the way. Anyway, right, continuing on. XRP is the end game. Now, a very interesting pundit going by the name of Vincent Van Code. Now, not Vincent Van Gogh. He is now suggesting that Bitcoin was simply the experiment while XRP represents the final form of money. Now, as bullish as I'm on XRP, I am not a crazy XRP maxi. Do I believe XRP will ever flip Bitcoin? No. And you can hate me for it, but I don't think it will, right? Do I think it has more use case than Bitcoin? Perhaps, all right? And I don't think that's unreasonable to say. But do I believe it's going to be the new concept of cryptocurrency and that everyone's going to buy XRP and Bitcoin becomes obsolete? No, of course I don't. That's crazy talk. Anyway, I think what is good news is we start to see certainly more conversations and something that serves not for store value, but a mechanism to move value. And this is going to become so much more important over the course of probably the next couple of months as we see integration of certain assets, financial markets, banks, and big businesses. And I think they will all, in my opinion, lean towards maybe XRP. And I think that's why you're going to see a rush for a XRP treasury company, similar to what we're seeing now in Ethereum. So that's my opinion. Does Sand have an escrow? No, I don't think so. Stacy, what's going on? Robert says, Craig, I had 185% profit. Can always jump back into the next pullback. Let's go. Let's go. Fair enough, Craig, you too, buddy. But you can tell me that Sand will be one of the top performers this cycle. Would personally rotate that profits to something better. You do you. Exactly. That's the beauty of this community is we're like, hey, you go make your own money, mother truckers, and see, let's get on. Anyway, so good news on that, by the way. Warning, though, we have to be honest. And it is important to be honest in this market. You know, you're not going to get the super crazy overhypedness. XRP at $10,000. Bitcoin's going to be $1 million. I just want to reference this because I feel like Zach XBT's been on like a mission. Zach XBT is sending a clear message to cryptocurrency KOL scammers and he is exposing them all. He did Crypto Rover. I shared it with the investment group. He now has gone after, guess what? Crypto Beast. Holmes, one of your favorites, I believe. According to detailed analysis published, Zach XBT, Crypto Beast is linked to more than 45 wallets that were directly responsible for the alt price crash that occurred on July 14th. According to the report, Zach XBT, Crypto Beast began heavily promoting the alt token on social media and then basically dumped its entire bank. Like, oh, talk about a friggin' surprise. But yeah, I think Holmes is a big fan of Crypto Beast. I think so anyway. Thoughts on Myota? No idea, but stick around. We'll bring up the DeFi market shortly. Nepal to get rate cuts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels like July aren't going to happen though, but we'll see. We'll see. Man, my life has become all crypto, no social interactions. Welcome to the best place on the planet. Mine's been like that since 2017. If you get a text talking about Coinbase or Gemini, don't respond. Yeah, they're all out. There's loads of scammers everywhere. So be careful. Be careful. See you later, Crypto Princess. Adios. Blocked him a while ago. Going out the PS, not wasting my time. Get him, Holmes. Right. Ethereum spot ETFs hitting a record $2.18 billion inflows. That is a crazy number. Now, some people would say, hey, Tubit, did you talk about ETF inflows for Ethereum? And I'd say, yes, I did, actually. I talked about it ages ago. I've been talking about it for the last couple of months. Massive inflows, lots of stuff happening. And we are seeing even more adoption in terms of Ethereum ETFs. I kind of can't help but think something crazy is going to come out for Ethereum. Some people may say, hey, Tubit, you're full of crap. But I can't help but believe we see it. Look how crazy some of this buy volume is. The so-so value, look at this, 2.18 billion, huge inflows, and has been consistent now over the last 2 weeks. And you can see here, amount of Ethereum first buyers hold in the Ethereum price. So again, what we can determine from this, by the way, is that a lot of new Ethereum holders, this is the game plan, everybody, lock in. Lots of new Ethereum holders, people that bought Ethereum first. They were like, man, I want to get some Ethereum. I'm super excited about it. They literally dumped it in May. Complete choppers. And now we're starting to see this kind of come back up as well. So loads of people will absolutely have got wrecked in this bear market. Excuse me, in this bull market and these pullbacks. That is what they are there for. They are there to take your capital. You need to be ready. Hey, BitsBlaze, thanks for the gifts, my man. Appreciate that. Good to be an engagement family. Yeah, 100%. Loads of them are. Loads of them are. Foz, what's going on, buddy? No dramas. Good to see you, as always. But yeah, EGID Multiverse X, please. Okay, stick around. We'll take a look at the DeFi section. I have no idea what it is, but we'll take a look. So yeah, regulatory onlook. ETF dynamics improve further as 5 Ethereum and Bitcoin fund issuers submitted amendment filings to the SEC. I still think, albeit I am running out of time, by the way. I've only got about 8 days left. I still think we're going to see certainly maybe a revision or a official date of the launch of an Ethereum staking ETF. And my money is on Fidelity. Actually, we need to do a bingo card, don't we? We need to do a bull run bingo card. That's what we need to do. But yeah, that's my opinion, by the way. And I think so much aggressive buying's been happening right now. It's hard to believe that we won't see that. Just FYI, just my opinion. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Right, look at this. The fake Powell resignation letter. No! Lots of people thought Bitcoin was pumping because of it. It's not true. Bitcoin's pumping because Bitcoin doesn't care. And I think we might see a retest, actually, of this upper range. Let's see. Oh, we'll keep it on the 15-minute chart just so I can see what happens. Right now, a key test. But for anyone, there was a massive circulating rumors. If anyone wants to laugh, by the way, I don't know if this will show. I don't know if I can show it, but I think I can. I think it's fine. I don't think it's not bad, actually. It's not bad. I did a Holmes. All right. I did a Holmes. I was in a place where I was a bit like, right, these guys are talking absolute nonsense. So I'm going to let my feelings go. And obviously there was an announcement from, man, who was it that put it out? Oh, I can't remember. I think it was. Here he is. Right. Oh, man, the Martini guy follows me. Really? When did that happen? I think it was on this one, actually. He put a note out saying, has he deleted it? He's deleted it. Absolute chopper. He deleted it. He literally put a post out and it said something like, oh, Jerome Powell is... No, it wasn't Martini guy. It was. I know who it was now. I didn't know the Martini guy followed me, though. Hey, who's moving up in the world? Oh, yeah, it's me. Oh, has he deleted it as well? Oh, man, they're so pathetic. Ash Crypto's deleted it as well. Anyway, he put it out saying, Jerome Powell officially announces his resignation. I just typed underneath it, bollocks. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help myself. Man, they're such choppers. If they deleted it, like, just own the fact that you got it wrong. Like, it's not bad, is it? It's not a bad thing. Anyway, so yeah, Jerome Powell is not leaving. He actually did a speech today. So, I mean, if you're in a world where you think he's gonna, I just think it's not gonna happen. So, yeah, unfortunately, he didn't. Keep tapping that screen, everybody. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Also, if you're here on YouTube, there's nearly 100 people in here. If you could all just go down to the bottom of the screen, tap the like button, drop a comment, do all that stuff. It really does support the channel. And don't forget, we are cruising right now, bringing some brilliant new people into the channel, which I'm super bullish and excited about because it means everyone can win in this bull market without following all these complete choppers that delete posts and do all that kind of crazy stuff. So make sure you're dialed in. Right. Anyway, an AI-generated letter. If you're not sure, follow me on social media. I'm going to keep you posted on exactly what's going on with that. Finally, the US Senate is now unveiling a new crypto regulation proposal. This has been led by Tim Scott and Cynthia Loomis, introducing a cryptocurrency regulated framework draft on July 22nd, which aims to clarify existing laws potentially influencing asset markets by defining regulatory roles and boosting investor confidence. They're looking for bipartisan support with this. It's also roles for the SEC and CFTC, including institutional participation. You absolutely know someone's going, hey, Loomis, we need something a bit more bullish here. She said this, quote, this discussion draft represents a thoughtful, balanced approach that will provide a clarity of our investors' need while providing robust consumer protection. We cannot allow regulatory confusion to continue driving American innovation overseas. So this is separate to all the 3 bills that we've had passed, which I think is important to reference. Once again, looking for further build out and adoption of the crypto market, particular when it comes to institutional investment, which if you work through the dotted line, you end up drawing a big picture of the United States and say the government can buy Bitcoin. I feel like this is everything that it's been working to. So important to think about. And then look, the psychological barrier of 120K is obviously a key measure for us. We saw it retest and break down. Again, you can see here, look, trading volume has surpassed $76.5 billion, with obviously a significant circulating supply as you would expect. Market volatility has increased, with a total of 482 million worth of positions were liquidated in the last 24 hours. Remember, market makers love taking your money in these particularly challenging markets. So worthwhile being very much dialed in and know exactly what you're doing. If you're not, then you're going to get punished. Important to reference. Good. Robert Dover says, everyone have a great day. I'm off to celebrate my birthday. 2-bit, as always, great show. Robert, happy birthday, my man. I'm sure you're not any older than 21, buddy. But yeah, happy birthday. Go and enjoy it. Enjoy those gains. Important. Rich Robert, happy birthday, 2-bit. I'm trying to read about 50. Honestly, you know when you guys have got like a channel and you can do it, then come back and talk to me. Until then, shut the hell up. Happy birthday, Robert. I've just here for lunch and a 10K challenge, and I'm almost done eating. So where is the 10K challenge? Profit today just broke 8 grand. So we are on the up, is what I would say. It's a good news story. We're crawling back slowly but surely, making things happen. And yeah, I'm pretty excited where that's going. Feels like we're definitely starting to move a little bit. Couple of nice little decisions recently, so I'm optimistic as to where that's going to go. So anyway, let's see if BTC can break that 120 elusive price range that we're looking for. That would be good news as well. Cole Cat says, Mana is the currency of decentralized that 3 people use. Exactly. Mana, Jesus. That is an old school project if ever I've heard one. Right, let's close a couple of these windows down. If you've got any questions, thoughts, views, opinions, anything you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. We've got about 35-ish minutes left here. By the way, keep tapping that screen. We are now in the top 10% of League D2, whatever the hell that means again. But I think it's good news, all right? I think we've got some good people in here that are tapping that screen, locking in those likes, and absolutely getting bullish on this market. Remember, if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on, make sure you follow me or you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, because we do break down the markets every single day and absolutely upload content every single day as well, keeping you guys going. Craig, why would someone invest in Sam with the amount of quality projects out there? That's part of the reason why I think, certainly at the minute, everything's a little bit sluggish, is there is so many different cryptocurrency projects to get involved in that it's hard work to find the best ones. But all you can do, research hard, be very much flexible in your holdings, and you might be okay. Coolcast says, kind of cool though. I explored a little bit years back. Yeah, I actually went into, I can't remember if it was Sandbox, maybe. I think I was messing around in Sandbox. I think maybe Decentraland, but not crazy enough. Not crazy enough. Look at that. Bits Blaze reaching level 6, baby. Grabbing those points. Congrats. Congrats. Beebs says, have a great day tonight, everyone. Going for a swim. Hey, Beebs, hopefully he's not in the sea. Careful of those sharks, mate. Careful of those sharks. Good. Okay, right, we'll keep an eye on what's going on with BTC. Let's take a look really quickly over here at the DeFi sector. Again, remember, nothing we talk about on this channel is ever financial advice. Again, this is just some crazy things. Do you know what I mean? So, good news. Jet Black's over 400k. Oh, they rugged the liquidity. Mother truckers. And shit. Oh, bro. Come on. Come on. Can I sell? I'm going to sell 100% of my bag. I successfully swapped for a loss of 71.3%. Shit. No. No. This can't be the right one, actually, thinking about it. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, maybe I should have sold. Oh, no, I've done it wrong again. I'm such a noob. Man, don't follow anything I do. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is the coin that I went in. Not financial advice. It was an absolute rando play and probably not worth it. So there you go. There you go. Also, by the way, if you're here on TikTok, there is a little arrow at the bottom. It's like down here somewhere, right? Tap that, share us out, let people know we're here. And then hopefully they can come and get very much dialed into this crypto market. We just aren't there yet, tech-wise, to build a Ready Player One metaverse. Yeah, that's true. If there is no quality games on it, Craig, what's the point? That's true. Memes are the best way to get tax credits. That's true, Vincent. That is true. So yeah, always a challenge, by the way. Always a challenge, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose. That's just how the game goes, all right? That is just how the game goes. Moon Doge. Interesting. Interesting right now. Moon Doge. 2 minutes of Crypto for Dummies book? Maybe. Maybe. I told you guys, don't do anything I do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about. 420's in the building. What's going on, pal? Good to see you, man. 420 data setting. Yeah, I'll keep pushing until I hear something concrete. Come on, 420. She's learning to drive. Better get your ass over there. Sharpish. Sharpish. She can't learn to drive and then get over here. That's just not what you need. You know, that'd be weird. Not here, obviously, but to you. You get my point. You get my point. Right, Bitcoin looking like it's on a pull back now. Again, this 120, this big psychological barrier. Let's take a look at what's going on from a chart liquidation perspective. This might just give us a bit of an idea as to where some of this key resistance is, which we are seeing. So yeah, so 120, not a lot of shorts, 20 milli, not crazy. 100x leverage, man, that's crazy actually. 20 million on those shorts. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out. Someone just typed in XRP is crashing. Is it? It's down 0.36, man. Some people just need to fuck off. Why do their things come up on my stream? So yeah, looks like the market is still kind of bullish. I think overall, you can see that, you know, you can definitely see that there is much less potential risk alongside than the downside. You can see here, look, on the day, certainly people are feeling very much like the markets could go up. We're going to see way less liquidations, which tells you that the market is more optimistic about a price increase versus a price decrease. 37, thank you so much for the heart me's. Grab those points, baby. Level 11, my man, crushing it. And yeah, don't forget, keep tapping that screen, everybody. We just broke 12,000 likes. I'm super bullish. 2-bit, what's the XRP DEX thing I've seen around lately? DXPN, is it a scam? I've heard that it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've heard it is. I know that I did some promotional content. It's no longer on my channel. Someone was in here talking about it. Vincent, was it you? So I removed it just to make sure that, yeah. But I saw Matt Perry talking about it the other day, so not too sure. Not too sure, if I'm honest. From everything I looked at, checked, and went through, and spoke to the team, it all seemed fine. But I guess it's the challenge or risk of pre-sale, but I have removed the video, but I know Matthew Perry did it. I know Matthew Perry did one. Yeah, we'll get something sorted sooner rather than later. I saw Ozam Austin promote it as well. Oh, really? Has Ozam started doing promotions? I didn't know he was. I wonder why he messaged me about Marbits. Anyway, thoughts on Myota? No idea. Let's have a look. Is it that? Oh, you mean IOTA? Is it IOTA? Thoughts on MIOTA? I assume you mean IOTA because MIOTA's not on here. Maybe I need the Coinbase, not Coinbase, Coin Market Cap up. MIOTA, Myota. IOTA. Okay, yeah. I thought that was maybe what you're talking about. It's always hard. IOTA is, I mean, it's got good volume, by the way. I don't know too much about it. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's on big exchanges. Where is it down? It's down 95% from its all-time high, which is a bit of a challenge. But sitting at 20 cents, you know, all-time high was what? $5. This is why I think, really, outside of top-tier XRP, you know, Solana, all these kind of things, I just don't feel like a coin's going to come back from 95% down. That's just my opinion. Again, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. So yeah. Anyway. Tim, you know much about it? Tim knows everything. Craig, good depending on what you are using it for. Don't know what you're talking about. It depends. Anybody used DeFi Llama app? What are your thoughts? I mean, I check it for certain things. I wouldn't say I check it a lot for anything in particular, but I check it for things. I think it's good to see what you've got transactional volume. And like I said, stablecoins, for me, this market cycle are going to be some of the bigger movers and groovers. So I think definitely worthwhile watching what's happening. That's why I think Cardano needs to get stablecoins on its ecosystem. Otherwise, it's just not going to it's going to get left behind. Gordon, yeah, I mean, look, it's 89 cents, up marginally on the day. I think it'll have a decent run. If they can get a stable coin ecosystem going, maybe a meme coins, which I know Charles Hodgkinson and the Cardano board won't want to do because they're massive geeks, then I think that could be very successful. But they have to get a reason for people to use that chain, which in my opinion is USDC or a stable coin of some kind. That's just my opinion. So yeah. Stacking ETF coins for the long term, probably not a bad shout. Are you bullish on my memes on Sui? No, is the honest answer. I don't know too much about the Sui ecosystem. I feel like I missed out. I'm in Sui as a, as an altcoin, as it were, but not particularly into the ecosystem. I see a few people talking about things like Lofi, but outside of that, no, I'm not really right now in any kind of crazy. Yeah, in any kind of crazy things outside of some altcoins. I mean, a couple of like DeFi players, a couple of other things coming up, but yeah, nothing wild at the minute. I feel like I should get into a bit more though. Cardano is a ghost chain. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities on there, in my opinion. A lot of opportunities. Not sure why we're talking about the same thing, Craig. Okay. Holmes apparently is overtaking ETH. I don't know what you're talking about. Gordon TA on the daily. I mean, Cardano's on a nice little run at the minute. Oh my God, what the hell just happened then? Cardano's a nice little run at the minute here on the daily. If you were to go macro super crazy on the Fibonacci retracement, the 0.5 at 91.95 would be, in my opinion, the next target. Got rejected only a couple of days ago. I think you see a break above that. Would align to the historic move and back to January where we saw a bounce. Could give you a rally to 618. Maybe a little bit of time. The last time we broke this resistance, actually, we rallied up to the 786 at 115. So I think it's going to break that 91.95 range. If you were looking potentially to grab a bag, maybe it gets rejected, comes back down, retests the 382 at 82 cents. Again, would be my predictions. What you've got, though, is bullish movement on the MACD and a very bullish uptrend on the MACD as well. So you could see this rally a little bit further. 9195 is what needs to break, though, before it starts to become a confirmational breakout, in my opinion. You could also argue, if you went on a macro side of things, that it's kind of got a interesting double bottom pattern. So you'd sort of go this as a double bottom here and here, which is pushing now to the upside. You're looking for a break just above, where would you say? I mean, obviously we talked a little bit about those Fibonacci, probably there, 95. So 91.92 break, 95 next, confirmation, maybe even retest the upper range of 115. So that'd be my view. ETH at Christmas. God, you've literally just asked me about King Cardano. Jesus, what do you think I am? Some sort of puppet? Did you put any money in the box? 2-Bit Crypto UK with 2Ks is a scammer, everybody. Don't answer him. He'll probably send you a question going, hey, do you like my live stream? I don't message anyone. You can see he's a scammer. He's got 2 tiers at the end. That's not in. And obviously they're not live. So if 2-Bit Crypto joins this live stream, it's not me. It's not me. Just letting you guys know. So if they message you going, hey, what do you think about it? Just ignore them because they are after your crypto and they don't want to pay for it. Scammers. Scammers. But yeah, ETH at Christmas. Look, my view and a lot of other people's predict that the market will be over the top come Christmas, October end as a potential all-time high. Again, we have to wait and see. So, yeah, we'll see. Your opinion on today's Fed speech? Nothing burger, in my opinion. When they talk about regulated framework, banking rules, I think some OCC's come out and gone, oh, stop giving licenses to Circle and some other crazy people. They talked about large banks having capital and being able to then asset class 1-to-1, which I think is important. Really a nothing burger. Now, tomorrow we have PCE, which is going to come in. That could be pretty interesting. But yeah, I think the Fed stuff today was like a nothing thing, in my opinion. An absolute nothing burger. Sorry, PC's next week, isn't it? As long with the FOMC as well. But yeah, so nothing really coming in tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't really get anything out of it, to be honest. It was just, it is what it is. And, crack on. Crack on. Yeah. Also, what's your thoughts on ICP this cycle? I've got a feeling it will melt faces. I mean, we've talked about ICP a couple of times on the channel. I feel like it melted faces. I just feel no one's talking about it. I'm not anywhere near close enough to it. But as an example, today it's down 1.8. It's at $6. All-time high was what? $20. I mean, shit. Well, in fact, that was the bear market top because ICP went crazy. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look that favorable though. And you got to ask yourself, is there other coins that are going to do bigger money with newer tech that could be way more advanced than ICP? And I think that's where I get to. I'm not an investor. I don't intend on investing in it, but yeah, I feel like it had its rally, didn't really sustain those gains, and now is a bit like, I won't get excited till ADA is above 120. Probably not a bad shout. Honest opinion on PROPY. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Is it a DeFi play? Propy. Oh, we did this the other night. I've no idea. It winds me up when some of these I just can't even find. If I can't see it on Dex tools, it's probably either too early, so I don't really have an opinion on it, or it's just a complete load of nonsense. Just my view. Anyway, might be wrong, by the way. I'm not saying that I'm always right, but yeah. That's just my opinion. Keep tapping that like button, everybody. We're at 15,000 likes. Also, YouTube, running at 50 likes. You guys are slacking. Come on. Hit the like button. It literally costs you nothing and has a massive positive effect on the live stream and the channel. So again, if I could just ask, go and smash up that like button. It literally doesn't affect your life at all. But it certainly helps out my channel. It helps our journey through this crypto market, making sure we're bringing you all the best and the latest when it comes to the crypto news, reviews, and obviously all the new crazy DeFi projects that you guys need to be aware of. So again, smash that like button. It is absolutely worth it in my opinion. Obviously, I have a slightly biased view of the markets, but I always will. I always will. Good. Holmes, thinking of some yield farming and pools for passive income after the bull run. Just have it all in stablecoin, Craig, at 5% USDC on Coinbase. There you go. Yield farm is decentralized. Be mindful. You could lose everything on yield farm, and it isn't as rosy as everyone makes it out to be. Oh, hey, let's get yield farming in the bear market with my capital. You can literally lose everything. One of those mother truckers goes down, you lose it all. So, again, be mindful of that. Just my opinion, by the way. Just my opinion. All Jack Russell thinks they're double. But what the hell are you guys talking about? You guys are wild. Hey, Aptus, what's going on, man? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Again, don't forget, tap that like button. Make sure you're bullish and always be on it. Good news. Okay. So there isn't really any breaking news going on. We've talked about ETFs. We've talked about the Trump family going big. Bitcoin 119.8 feels solid. That actually feels like a relatively okay day. Overall market up 1.16. Altcoin market down 0.2. And actually the top three up very marginally. So yeah, I've seen a bit of a rough ride in a couple of coins today, particularly things like XRP. Ethereum is obviously a big driver of that, and some of the wider markets. Bonk, however, 4%, crushing it, making it happen right now. Jupe has gone green, which is good. Quant, by the way, many of you have been asking about that 130. That's looking decent. Picoin is on the move up as well, and Crow at 12 cents. So we've seen a bit of a movement in altcoins. Maybe it's a rotation of capital. I don't necessarily think so just yet. But yeah, I think there's a bit more to go yet. I know someone who lost 2 million from the Celsius disaster. Yeah, there's a lot of people lost a lot of money, but the lure of doing something like yield farming sounds great, but actually is not as easy as I think a lot of people think. Again, if you can find some good stable coin ones, then you might be fine. But again, yield farming or any kind of decentralized reward thing is always a risk. Price prediction XRP, the Ripple Reverend. I'd like to see conservatively 8 to 10. I think is probably a safe bet. Many people believe it could be 15 to 20 bull case. I think a lot will depend on what the next probably 60 days looks like. Do we see build out? If we get an XRP treasury or a US stockpile when it has altcoins in it, then I mean the game could be over, couldn't it? Or Bank of America is what my money's on, is coming out. We already know they've got partnerships with XRP. We know they've done some stuff with XRPL. They could absolutely come out and be like, yep, we're integrating the XRP ledger for our cross-border payments when it comes to transaction of money, or like MoneyGram or something crazy could come out like that. Just my opinion. When will the market go down? That's a great question. Depends on the market cycle top. Look out for things like crazy celebrities all talking about buying massive amounts of Bitcoin. Look out for some of the key apps, Coinbase being a big indicator. If that's number one, then think about the market coming in. Generally, you see a big rotation of capital, which we're not kind of seeing yet. So again, this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. I think we've got a bit to go yet. Just my view, by the way. Did you see all the charts, XRP predictions? I know you have shown us charts on here a few times too, but Ali charts. I didn't see that. No, let's have a look at it. Is it good? I did see something coming up saying he was talking about XRP the other day, but I don't know what was in and out of it. I actually might have to move you guys on TikTok because my battery might die. I'm at 11%. So I might have to move you, but let's see. Let's see. We all know what SHIB can do in a bull run, but Pepe, I mean, I think Pepe will perform better. That's why I'm in Pepe, not SHIB. So, yeah, XRP has broken out the bullish flag, setting its sights on a $15 price prediction. Zoom out on the weekly chart and you'll spot it. So yeah, I mean, mine's not on the weekly. I think I was on, or was I on the weekly? No, so I wasn't on the weekly. So I was actually in this move, which is my prediction of the next to 486. And actually, look at this, XRP holding up perfectly on my line that I drew way back when on the breakout from here. If you remember, I actually said, I think this is our first target. You know, we've hit this consolidation before my next push, which I think 483 is where I predict. $15 is pretty bullish though, longer term. I like it. Too bad I find the algo $10 crazy. $10 Algorand is insane, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. Nadar says it's declining slowly. What is? What is? Pudgy Penguins, I don't even want to look at it because it's probably going absolutely crazy. What is it doing? It was 1.81 billion. Oh my God, it's up another 16% today. Jesus. $3.23 billion market cap. What the f is going on with this thing? It's going to break all-time highs pretty soon as well. That, my friends, is wild. Is wild. Pudgy Penguins, man. To say we saw that, what, 800 million? Gonzalo's here. I'll go past $10 easy, baby. Well, I'm not in Algorand, so I mean, I kind of couldn't care less, but I mean, I know many people are. But yeah, interesting. Bitcoin right now, look at this on the weekly, retesting that upper range, that 14-year resistance line that, albeit we broke, haven't managed to sustain this move above it as Bitcoin once again starts to push for that for that uptrend. Again, this is nothing kind of crazy. Ethereum's the other one that, you know, we could see a little bit of a wider breakout on Ethereum. We have to keep a close eye on it. But yeah, at the minute, it's still sitting at 3.7, which I think is fine, by the way. I think it's fine. So yeah. Remember we talked about this on launch? Yeah, we did. Ondo, beefy. Yeah, bullish on Ondo. All you have to do is understand how crazy the US is going to print print treasuries, and they want to keep it in the US. You know, all of Trump's mantras, make it great, make the US great. So when they print treasuries, they ain't selling them to other countries. They're going to try and keep them on there. And I think Ondo Finance will be where they go for a tokenized part of that. So keep an eye out for that for sure. Pudgy Penguins are creating a toy that will be partnering with another brand trying to rival the Labubu toy trend. I don't even know what they are. Shows how like crazy I'm not darling. Selmo! What's going on, baby? Selmo's on TikTok. Let's go, my man. Good to see you, Paul. Getting ready for Pengu short. Justin, you shorted Pudgy Penguins, didn't you? Crazy man. Nadal, what is declining slowly though? You haven't said. Do you not like the sound of my ass made, Lauren? What the hell? And will likely put a percentage of the toy sales into the buybacks. That's true. Like I said, Bonk is putting $1 million of buybacks every day. Like Bonk is crazy. I actually think if Bonk did a bit of a pullback, would be a tempting acquisition. It's still away from all-time high. And like I said, that buyback on Bonk Fund, as long as that keeps going, like Bonk's definitely got a big opportunity. I mean, it's still got what? You know, he's still got a 77% move until it's all-time high, and it's got crazy utility that it's not had before right now. Again, look at the volume coming in, though. Volume is insane. Massive buybacks. The problem would be if they turn those off. Similar to kind of what Dupe's done, albeit Dupe's holding up very well as they continue to build out their launch pad, and I'm hoping that that's going to start to put some revenue into the staking holders. So I don't think it's a bad thing to still be holding and staking Dupe. Just my opinion. People might think I'm a crazy person, but just my opinion, by the way. Good. Nadar says pump fund. Oh yeah. Again, do you know what will save pump fund? Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Hopefully you guys can get it. They need to turn rev share on, but I think if pump fund does it, bonk fund will do it, and Uniswap will do it. And if Uniswap does it, no one's going to care about anything else. They'll just all go to Uniswap. But yeah, pump fund is, in my opinion, and I said it right here, I think pump fund's going to go, ooh. That's what I think it's going to do. Just my opinion, just my technical analysis there of pump fund. The coin now sitting at what? 37.30. So it's already the best part of 40% down, 34% down a week. Good on you, pump fund. Good on you, you piece of crap. Right, 119,900 right now on BTC. Hopefully we can break 120. It'd be nice to break it. We've got about 10 minutes left on the show, so hopefully we get there. Hopefully we get there. 1 second, everybody. I'm back. It's getting dark outside and people walk past. I actually had someone the other day walk past the house and they were like, what are you streaming on, mate? Keep walking. Keep walking, you massive choppers. Anyway, right. 6% TikTok. I'm going to have to move you guys. You are going to have to move to here, which I accept isn't the greatest of platforms. But I need to put you on charge. Otherwise, you're going to go flat on my ass. And that's not going to be good news. So you are going to be chilling there. And you guys are going to be chilling there. 2bit's going to need a bodyguard soon. I just want to see BTC above 120. I don't need a bodyguard. 120 is fine. 120 would be good. Right. Let's just keep an eye on anything going on. No breaking news right now. Nothing going on. My Telegram has been pretty quiet today, actually. No one cares. Who's meme coin beside Pudgy would you suggest? I mean, Bonk. I think Bonk's going to do very, very well. That $1 million a day buyback is insane. Insane. Hey, 37, thanks for the ice cream. Keep tapping that like button, everybody. Keep making sure. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, wait, I'm back. Keep tapping that like button. Keep making sure you're bullish. I don't know if it actually sounds better if you're there, but it hurts my neck, actually. Hurts my neck. Oh, sorry, TikTok. Hold on a minute. Can I move you guys? Can I move you guys to there? Oh, maybe I can, actually. Hold on a minute. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Whee! Right, good. Mr. Vern in the building. Vern, where the hell have you been? Don't forget, Vern and I are going to be live once again on TikTok tomorrow night, bringing you all the latest and greatest. So, yeah, Bonk's going crazy. It's still below 77% below its all-time high, though. And I would just look at Bonk Fun and what it's doing, is my view. I think Pepe's got a big move again. Not financial advice, but I think it has. So, keep your eyes peeled on it. But yeah, for sure, I think that could be good news. Hey, hit the like. What's not to like? Bitcoin, you know what's up, baby. You know what's up. Yeah, hit the like button, by the way. We've got nearly 87 people in the live. Only 58 likes. I mean, come on. Bro, I've been watching the show. I've been watching the same whole time. You know, I know you're driving home from work, so I appreciate it. Tantalk in the building. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that, my man. Thanks for the ice creams. 37. I appreciate it. Mateus in the building as well. M joined. Man, Bitcoin does not want to go above 120, does it, right now? Does not want to go above 120. Little Pepe, what do you think? Little Pepe. Can you see your grey hairs from this angle? I don't have any grey hairs, bro. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's the light. It's the really white lights up there. That's the problem. It's just a reflection because my hair's so clean and so fresh. So fresh and so clean. Oh, wait, I remember you telling me about Barry Allen and Gavin and Stacey stuff. Oh, my God. You guys that come in for a social club, don't you? Solana user 260097141509. Yeah, bullish on Solana, mate. All mine is staked right now, and I'm enjoying it. And $200 on Solana. It's still got a bit of a way to go. Don't forget, all-time high was around 291. But the last time we saw this move, the last time we broke this resistance line to this extent, we actually saw this big move up to around 265. So that Solana move might be on it, which is good news. And equally, we saw that move on there. So yeah. Never heard of it. Little Pepe. Have I heard of it? I don't think so. Little Pepe. I mean, it's not coming up. It's not coming up as a DEX tool, so I don't think it's kind of crazy. I like the fact you put a ha at the end of it, as if I meant to know every single coin that's ever launched ever. I bet you when I look at this, it's a complete pile of crap. I bet you. Let me have a look. Little Pepe. Little Pepe, price not tracked, so it's not listed on CoinMarketCap. Man, I mean, I can't even find it. Which means 100% I'm correct in thinking it's an absolute load of nonsense. MB23 ETH update. We did a bit of an ETH update earlier on. Kind of good. More buying coming in. Huge ETF inflows. All going in the right direction. Right, there is a $192 million market cap. Do you mean this one? With a 24-hour volume of $859. There's another one with 3.5K. There's another one that looks like it got rugged. There's another one that looks like it got rugged. Yeah, I think I'm done looking at Little Pepe, whatever the hell that is. Quant, yeah, we talked about Quant earlier on as well. Again, looks decent. Like, Quant's moving very well, actually. Man, I really don't like that screen. I don't know why. Ali charts. See you later, alligator. Right, Bitcoin 119,825. Come on, Tim, just go and buy a couple of Billy, and then get us over the line. How high can Crow coin go? I mean, look, everybody wants Crow to $1, don't they? I don't know whether it gets there. Mamma mia. Thanks, man. I don't know whether it gets there or not, but we'll see. When will ETH hit 4K, buddy? I'm going to say a week on Wednesday at 20 past 4 in the afternoon. The honest answer, we don't know. But what I can tell you is the ETH grind is real. It's 37.07. It could smash 4K in like tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of buying coming in. Loads of institutions are getting involved. My opinion, for what it's worth, I think once ETH breaks 4K with volume, I don't know why I'm holding a green highlight, but when I think it breaks 4K, there's not a lot that stops us getting to a new all-time high. So watch out for that. It might be worth the wait if we then break an all-time high when it comes to ETH. Just my opinion. What's going on, Vern? Hey, mamma mia. Thank you so much, Vern. I appreciate it. If we all put in $10, we can make BTC go above 120. That's true. That's true. Hey, we hit the mamma mia goal. Thank you, Vern. Appreciate you. Yeah, and then H-bar. I mean, look, H-bar I've been talking about for a while. I think it's got some good opportunities. Obviously had that big run up. Lots of people getting hyped around it. Yeah, I mean, hard to not get excited. Man, you're awesome as well. Bits Blaze, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Guys are crushing it. Guys are crushing it. Joe Jazzy Music till 120K. Yeah, I mean, we're going in the wrong direction, though. Come on. Come on. Yeah, keep tapping that like button everywhere. By the way, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that follow button. Also, if you are live with us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, because we are grinding our way up to 37,000 subscribers. Pretty exciting as well. The channel is doing very well at the minute, thanks to you guys. So keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button. Keep dialing in, by the way. We are apparently in League D2, whatever that means on TikTok, but it sounds cool. I got XRP, H-bar, Flare, and Propy. Did I ever look at Propy? I can't remember. P-R-O-P-Y. I don't know what that is, though. Propy. 89 cents. Well, I don't know what it is. I mean, it looks okay. Up 8% overall. All-time high. Launched back in 2018. It's on Coinbase as well. Okay, I don't know what it is, but... Hey, thanks for the heart, mate. Francesca, let's go. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that. Good afternoon. How are you? I am brilliant. Thank you so much for the gifts. And thank you for tuning into the channel as well. We appreciate it. You got any questions, thoughts, opinions, or views on the crypto market or anything else, then feel free to ask away. And we appreciate you tuning in. Sorry, 420. Sorry. I actually fell asleep on the... I fell asleep on the sofa today. My missus came down. She was like, I thought you were cooking dinner. I'm like, I don't know what time it is. I don't even know where I am. Don't hurt me. Actually, it might be in for me. It is. It is 10 p.m. for me. So I don't know where you are. But yeah, 10 p.m. for me. Like I said, don't forget, we will be live tomorrow. Once again, on TikTok, I'm going to be joined by none other than the one and only Crypto Vern. We're going to be talking about the markets. And we're going to get into everything and anything. Equally, we've been talking about our price predictions. And more importantly enough, what would we do with $1,000 right now? If you're interested in all that kind of stuff and you're brand new to the markets, tune in. It's going to be great. Don't stay away for too long. Don't go to bed. I got plenty of crypto for you ahead. Just in, dropping the wraps. I like it. Man, it doesn't look like we're getting 120 though, which is a little bit disappointing, but hey, we can only hope. Pepe to 50 cents. Man, I'd like to see Pepe at 50 cents. Where are we at now? Pepe to 50 cents. Nah, man, that's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. It needs to break 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. That means if you put 1,000 in right now, it's going to be what? 1,000, 10, 100, a million? Nah, mate. Not this cycle. When does ETH break its all-time high? Not yet. I'd like to think we'd be retesting that in the next maybe 3 weeks, but you'll see. Binance is listing Ondo tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Man, why is it like my entire YouTube stream just like everyone's just left? Everyone's just left. There's like 30 people here. Everyone's just like, no, I'm sick of it now. It's gone past 10 o'clock. He's wittering on about some complete nonsense. Good news, 2-bit. Ondo is down 1.26 and Pepe is down 1.7. Winning the swap of the year. Man, if Ondo gets listed on Binance US tomorrow, we might see a nice move, or we might see a little dumperino. But yeah, I mean, look, still breaking out Ondo. I still think it's got a nice little break to the upside. And again, if you take this as an example as to kind of what we did in the previous move on XRP, you could argue and say, well, where is Ondo going to go from that break? Could we see Ondo starting to retest that upper range? Perhaps. Sorry, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Yeah, so it would be like here somewhere. Do we see Ondo retesting 761 maybe? Maybe. Does that where we get to? Perhaps. Perhaps, like I said, we got the XRP break, which I think is important to reference on that daily, here. On that daily candle is the break, and then Ondo, we could see that. So yeah, I was right the first time. What the hell am I doing? So yeah, Ondo is from that. One sec. Yeah, from that break there. From that break there, Ondo could be setting off from maybe a $3.12, perhaps. Could be interesting. I've made money, yeah, but not smiling money. Yeah, I mean, we all want that. Thoughts on VeChain reaching 40 cents this year? I kind of feel like we talked about that yesterday. I think it needs something catalytic, as in maybe something with UFC or something else, and it needs stablecoins on its blockchain. That is literally my stance. If you don't have a stablecoin ecosystem, then I don't believe you're going to do very well in this market. Just my opinion. Great to see you read all the messages. Respect to a bit. Hey, Mick Gray, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Pepe can still hit a penny. I mean, that'd be 2 zeros. I mean, it could. It needs some crazy, crazy volume, but yeah, I guess it could do. I mean, Shiba Inu did it, so I mean, probably not worth writing off for now. Hey. Good. Right. We are going to be winding the stream down. Could Kronos reach $1? I mean, people want it to hit $1. I don't think so. And I'll tell you why I don't think so. I don't think there's enough going on that ecosystem. Let's just quickly take a look at why Kronos, in my opinion, won. So it's got $552 million in total value. Its stablecoin market cap, 167. Look at this, though, as an example. Chain fees of $2,185 in a day. That's awful. You've also got DEX volume at 3.91 million and app revenue at $8,000. They've got no money outside of crypto.com. Then maybe as Avalanche's example, that is generating 50 G's in fees a day. Stablecoin market of 1.57 billion, and people are so gonna miss the Avalanche move. Just as I said, they were gonna miss the Ethereum move. Sui, new 41 G's, stablecoin market just under $1 billion. And then you start getting some of the crazy ones, which will be Solana as example, as $11 billion stablecoin market. So I don't believe Kronos can compete with some of these other big chains. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Good. All right, people. Well, that does bring us to the end of the show. We've been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Man, you guys get way more out of me than you ever used to. We keep you dialed into this market. Bitcoin is down now to 119,700, so it doesn't like we're going to get that 120. However, keep your eyes peeled. I think we could see it. Maybe the Hong Kong Stock Exchange comes in, or maybe we start to get a little bit more bullish on the Asian markets as they decide to come in. Don't forget, if you do want to follow me, all my social medias are just up there, by the way. You can catch me on all of these. Again, live on TikTok, Instagram, X, and more importantly here on YouTube and TikTok as well. So until tomorrow, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate your time. Enjoy the jazzy music, and I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. See you soon. Thank you.